kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Room to run past midfield. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to look deep down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. first and 10. It's Dobbins. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He's got it wide open. It's Landry. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Oh, what a juke into space. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Ravens 21. Raiders nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Ravens 21, Raiders 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And got his man complete. Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 29, Carr, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer.
It is good.
And he knocks it through.
That's the score. Ravens 28, Raiders 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. From the 44, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Open man is Duvernay.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They'll have a first down past the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The final shot here before half for Carr. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Carr now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll look downfield for Ward. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
10 at the 43-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Dobbins.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Jackson.
41-yard line.
And that is incomplete.
Jackson.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Looking deep downfield. It's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.